Welcome to The Leadership, a business-focused talk show brought to you by the Vested Group.
We talk to entrepreneurs, employees, thought leaders, innovators, dreamers, disruptors,
and even our own children about what makes us tick on and off the clock.
Welcome to another edition of the Leadership Podcast brought to you by the Vested Group, a 5-star NetSuite partner located in Plano, Texas. We can learn more about our company at thevested.com, and you can also follow us on Facebook and Instagram. And today we have the good fortune of interviewing Janelle Rodriguez.
Hi.
Senior consultant at the Vested
Senior
Group.
consultant, yes I am.
So a fun question that we like to ask everybody is, what would your mom say you do for a living?
That's a hard question because I don't know what she would say, but if I could guess, she'd probably say that I work in customer support helping clients, which is partially true. But the truth of it is I wear a lot of hats at the Vested Group, so even though I am a senior consultant, I do a little more than just consult with clients. Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah, that's a fun game for us because people usually are like, I don't know. I mean, fix computers, something like that.
Or like maybe think I write code, but that's actually the furthest thing that I do and probably will never be able to accomplish. But yeah.
For sure. Yeah, telling people, we're a consultant, they're like, oh, so by the end of the description, they're like, you're a developer, you know JavaScript?
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, yeah.
For sure.
You just come in and fire people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kudos to the developers though, because they have mad skills. Yeah.
Well, so that's what you would say you do then, is you wear a bunch of different hats. That's your description.
I definitely do. Like thinking about it, like I was approving invoices prior to us recording this session, and it's the beginning of the month, so we need to approve invoices. But that's just part of my job description. Managing projects, that's probably the bigger part of what I do. But a lot of just support case management. We have a lot of clients that reach out that have issues with NetSuite, they have questions, they want training. So just really kind of facilitating their requests and making sure that they're getting in the hands of the right people on our team.
Yeah. Too much for one sentence.
Sorry.
No, I'm just saying.
Yeah, it was a lot.
It's impossible. She does do a lot. I can attest to that.
Yeah.
Yes.
So how'd you wind up at the Vested Group?
That's a really good question. Honestly, when I graduated college, I got a job as an account manager at the largest soda company in the world. That's red, if you can think of. So I worked for Coca-Cola and I was an account manager, and I was there for 3 years. And, the life as an account manager when you're traveling from restaurant to restaurant and working with clients, it's very stressful, and it weighs down on you. And, you're trying to make clients happy, but you're also trying to make sales. And I just got to a point where I was just filled with a lot of anxiety, and I was just driven to the ground, and I knew that I needed to change. And I honestly was hoping for any opportunity that would land in my lap. And not to say that this landed in my lap, I went out seeking it. But I had this opportunity, and I had heard really great things about the Vested Group. And I said, that is the type of company I need to be at. I need to be somewhere where, I'm not stressing every day, all day, and waking up nervous about what my day is going to look like, what angry clients am I going to have to deal with. And it just happened that the Vested Group was looking for an account coordinator at that point, and I had the customer relationship skills. They didn't really know what my job role was going to be. They kind of had an idea. But once I got hired, we formed that role together, and magic happened. From there, the role evolved, and I just said, hey, wherever you need me, I'll be there. Just tell me what you need me to do, and I'll do it. And that's pretty much how I operate and how I work. That's why I wear so many hats at the Vested Group today, is
For sure.
Just whatever you need, I'm there to help.
Absolutely.
So going back a little farther, what did you want to be when you were a kid?
Honestly, I wanted to be a doctor. I didn't know what type of doctor until I started becoming like a teenager, and I started learning more about, you can be a surgeon, you can be all sorts of things. So I actually wanted to be an anesthesiologist.
Okay.
And I started school at Texas State, to start in the pre-med program, or just start that pathway. And I transferred to UNT midway and got into chemistry, and nope, that is not for me. That is not for me. I just am not just wasn't for me. And I was really hoping that it was, because I felt like being a doctor, I could really change the world and connect with people and help people. And I took a huge risk, and I switched my degree to business marketing, and I loved it. I completely loved it, and I loved the opportunity to kind of think of ideas and helping clients and businesses. And a part of me still kind of wishes that I had the brain of, a science brain to become an anesthesiologist. But I'm completely content and happy and fulfilled with what I'm doing now.
Great. Actually, I think you deserve half credit for just being able to say it.
Well, we got
right?
Yeah.
Like not stumbling over it.
Yeah, a huge failure. Chemistry, no way.
We got Alexa, who wanted to be a neurosurgeon, I think, right?
Oh, that's
and then we
right.
got Janelle, want to be an anesthesiologist. Got it, nailed it. And then Matt Gregory, you want to be a basketball player. So
Here we are.
we'll see how many more we got in the medical industry coming up.
And that's why the Vested Group is so prosperous.
Exactly. You can do anything.
The has-beens.
A lot of potential doctors. So why do you come to work, Janelle?
To pay the bills. No. In all honesty, I love what I do. The Vested Group has done so much as far as giving back to their employees and just really looking out for us and investing in us and just finding new ways to keep us engaged at work. And at the end of the day, you guys are family. The people that I work with is family. And I come from already a huge Hispanic family, and what more to just add to that and have people that you can rely on and look up to invest in you and to kind of grow and learn and lean on. But yeah, it's the people, the clients as well. We have really awesome clients. I've been able to build a really good rapport with a lot of our clients, and just having that connection and that just that understanding, that you guys are family, but we're also there to accomplish our business goals at the end of the day.
Right. Well said.
Actually, I think you just finished a course, like a coaching course that the Vested Group offered.
I did.
Did you like
that?
that?
I did. No, I loved it. Yeah. I completed the Divine Intelligence, led by Dr. Jane Gardner. And, this was part of my Q2 goals, was to go through that, because it was one of the most challenging things that I've ever had to do, because it requires you to be 100% vulnerable, and it just really makes you think outside of what you've been conditioned to think, growing up and raised. Culture and society affects you in certain ways. But just being able to get certified in that and go through that process, biggest challenge I've had to face to date. Yeah. But it was awesome. Yeah, it was amazing.
So what do you wish people knew about you?
I was a cheerleader. I was a competitive cheerleader.
Oh.
I love to cheer. I did, tumbling. We used to do 2-a-days. When the football players did 2-a-days, we did 2-a-days. So, it was tumbling at 6 a.m. for 2 hours and then strength and conditioning in the afternoon. So, and people just think cheerleaders are cheerleaders, they just get dressed and they put up ponytails, but it was intense, black eyes, getting kicked in the face, and catching girls and throwing stunts and doing kicks and flips. It was hard, but it was probably the best shape I ever was in my life. And I miss it a little bit. But yeah, I was in cheerleading for a long time.
Did you do it all the way into college?
No. No. No, I did not. It was a high school thing, and, college, I was there to focus. I wanted to be a doctor, and I was like, yeah, I can't cheer and be a doctor. It was
No Navarro State.
Yeah, no Navarro State,
Yeah.
but that documentary was awesome.
I know.
It
Actually,
got nominated for a bunch of Emmys.
That was
wait.
my friend actually did that. We talk about it later.
Really?
Well, I think that's like cheerleading's most dangerous sport there is. I think they have.
Yeah, they say that.
Yeah.
I mean, some people will argue that, but honestly, it's pretty dangerous.
Oh yeah.
So what do you enjoy doing when you're not at work, aside from cheerleading?
What do I enjoy? I really like to cook, so you catch me on Instagram. I record, some of the stuff that I do like to cook. But I mean, other than that, I have a 2- and a 4-year-old at home, so a lot of my attention goes to them. So my biggest thing right now that I'm trying to do is learn how to be more intentional, and part of that has to come with parenting. So, you can imagine having a 2- and a 4-year-old with COVID going on and not so much going out and about. You really have to be more intentional as you parent to try to keep them engaged and just really, connect with them and give them purpose and kind of teach them what's really going on outside of the world while their brains can process that.
That does sound really challenging, actually.
Do you have a cooking Instagram? Like
I
separate from
don't.
okay.
No, I don't. I was just kidding, but I do post like my pictures, which, but my sister does. Yeah, my sister does. She has her cooking Instagram, and a lot of it is stuff that I've seen her do that, you know, my mom has taught us. So it's really cool to see her kind of share that outlet of that shared connection, that love that we have with food.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Everybody loves food. That's
I know,
good,
who
man.
doesn't,
I
right?
eat it every day.
All right, so we have some kind of less serious questions we like to ask too. So how lucky do you think you are and why?
Am I lucky? Am
Tell
I?
us.
I don't know. No, I think recently I've learned a lot, and I don't think it's luck. I think it's a lot of, you know, being intentional and putting things out in the universe, and the universe mirroring that back to you, you know? So, for instance, with my job, you know, I got to a point where I was just tired and I was exhausted and emotionally, physically. And I just, you know, I wanted something more. So, you know, I purchased Daring Greatly by Brene Brown. And, you know, I just started learning a lot about being vulnerable and putting yourself out there. And I took a risk and I started doing that. And I had this opportunity, and the Vested Group took a chance on me. And it was funny because like 2 months later, Joel gifted Daring Greatly, you know, to the whole team. And I'm like, how is this not confirmation that I am where I'm supposed to be? So if you ask me if I'm lucky, I don't think it's luck. I think it's a matter of, you know, having a positive mindset and putting goals out there and working towards them and saying them out loud and actually bringing them to fruition.
That's great.
Yeah.
Full of all the good answers here.
How are you?
So, you know, to, I guess, leap off of lucky, we walk outside this office right now. We find a lottery ticket. It wins for $15 million. What are you going to do with that money?
15 million.
1-5.
The logical reason would be to call a financial advisor, a lawyer. But honestly, I mean, I'm not crazy, you know, I'm not like super materialistic. I think the first thing I'd probably do is purchase a home, you know, just having a nice, quiet, safe place for me and my girls, you know, to build a family, to eventually get a dog with a yard, you know. So that would probably be the first thing is to get something that's ours, that's our own, that's our home.
Put a big bed in the middle and put a bunch of the cash on it and just roll around in it. Yeah.
Throw the money.
Convert it to all coins and Scrooge McDuck that thing. Like,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
I think we got time for one more if you want to.
Okay, I'm going to throw this one in. If you had one song, if you'd like to choose one song to be your intro song that played every time you walked into a room for the rest of your life, what would it be?
So there's this song by Mark Anthony. It's called Vivir Mi Vida.
Oh, yeah. Who doesn't know that one?
Do you know it?
I don't.
No, you don't. But
We know Mark
it's this really upbeat, fun song, but it's really just saying, you know, I'm going to live my life. You know, I'm not going to suffer. I'm not going to cry. Obviously, we have obstacles in life, but, you know, he's going to live his life. So it's very upbeat. You can imagine he's Hispanic. So it's a nice little mantra to have. So if I had to walk into a room every day and I had my walkout song, that's what it would be. That's how I want to be remembered. Yeah.
You got to get
Awesome.
links to these songs and the videos for
we
each
really
one.
do.
Yeah.
For sure.
I know we need to get her on podcast on coaching. Clearly, I think she's good at that.
All right, Janelle, thank you so much. You've been a wonderful
Thank you.
guest.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Once again, I'm Johnny Zielinski, and this is Hillary Patterson. We want to thank you for watching our talk show today. You can learn more about our company again at thevested.com, or you can check out more of our videos on YouTube just simply by searching the Vested Group. Thank you, and see you next time.